The RT Boxing Show with Mr.A presents the post-fight recap of Claressa Shields and Tori Nelson. Will begin shortly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Enjoy. I am your host, Mr.A. This is the RT Boxing Show. Ready, talk boxing. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for your support. Where do I start? This is the post-fight recap for Claressa Shields defeating Tori Nelson. But I just don't know, man. I'm highly disappointed. There is one thing I would like to say before I get started. Let me look this up real fast. I would like to say thank you to Pasha92. I know you are a subscriber 262. I lost one, went down to 261. Pasha92, you became 262. Thank you for your support, my man. Thank you very much. I do appreciate every subscriber that helps the show grow. So thank you, Pasha92. If you watch this video, thank you. Now, I was really big on this fight. I was really excited for this fight. And I get straight out the gate. I was really disappointed. Really disappointed. Tori Nelson looked her age. She wasn't throwing. She was feinting at too far of a distance to really make the feints mean anything. The fight started round one very respectful. Tori Nelson was moving, showing Claressa Shields something that she hasn't seen before. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be a good start. Brand new, a new obstacle for Claressa Shields. Claressa Shields was showing something nice. She was doing body feints, trying to, like, all right, Claressa Shields doing something. A couple jabs here and there, little half connecting hooks here and there in round ones. Round 4 came, round 5 came. Nothing was happening. Tori Nelson sure wasn't making a fight out of it. Shaking her head every time she got jabbed. Like, nah. It was like, man, you're getting jabbed. You're getting, like, countered hooks. She had Claressa Shields on the ropes. And to be honest, Claressa Shields' rope game was not effective. It's just Tori Nelson just wasn't doing crap. So Claressa looked decent with her back on the ropes. Now, I will be fair. I definitely like the fact that Claressa Shields finally showed a body game, and that it was pretty good. Hooks to the body. She was tearing Tori Nelson's body up. It just the same things I've always seen in Claressa, and I'm a big Claressa Shields fan. I'm gonna ride the bus till the wheels fall off. What she did for my country. I'm going to show her the support and support her as a pro. I hold her to a high standard as a boxing fan. I think she is the goods. I don't like the respect. It's one thing to have respect for your opponent. It's another thing to show your opponent respect. And I thought she showed Nelson too much respect. Her corner kept telling her, you need to up the tempo, man. Up the tempo. Throw your combos. She was throwing a jab, trying to jab her way in, throw a nice two behind it. And again, with Tori's little movement, it was pretty good, but you seen Claressa Shields unleash more of an offense onslaught on her 4 previous opponents. I get it, yes, they were not up to Tori Nelson's caliber, but you can see Tori Nelson was not throwing nothing back, you know. So I would have liked to see that same onslaught that she was throwing against those 4 previous opponents. Let it unleash on Tori Nelson. In the last like 3 or 4 rounds, she tried it, but it just wasn't enough. It was far too late, and it was not enough. The only thing I take from this fight was the small things. The small things like that. This is her 5th fight, but you got to be fair. You have 2 belts, you know. And yes, you're learning on the job, but you're a champion, you know. If you lose, it's gonna be on your record. You lost. You lost your belts. You know, so you can't say, "Oh, well, she was learning." No, you're a champion. You learn in the gym. You fight in the ring. Her body game was very nice to see. The hooks to the body was good. The whole body feints was good. But I was word for word with her corner. She was just not letting herself go. She was timid with her offense, trying to look for the right shot instead of just letting her hands go. You know, she has the skill, she has the speed. What she doesn't have is a goddamn uppercut. Tori Nelson was leaning forward the whole time. Come on, Shields, where's your uppercut? Come on, man. You got a fighter who's and Tori Nelson's legs was getting wider and wider. She was throwing. All Claressa Shields had to do, because in the inside game, with Claressa Shields back against the ropes, Tori Nelson has her head basically in Claressa Shields' chest, trying to hold her against the ropes, and not one uppercut was thrown for 20 minutes. Not one uppercut. Like, seriously, come on, Shields. Like I said, and at the same time, her corner didn't even tell her to throw an uppercut. Like, I don't know if saying let your combinations go, throw this or that, but I didn't hear the word uppercut, and it was clearly available. Oh, that's painful right there, man. That is painful. I can't believe that just happened. I did a good leg workout today, and I just got a bad leg cramp. But I cannot believe there was no uppercut, and with the reach she had. I'm trying to keep my legs straight here while I talk to you guys, but it hurts. With the reach she had, she was able to keep Tori Nelson at bay all day. And when Tori Nelson did get in, she leaned forward, no uppercut. And then she's over here, you know, talking how after the post-fight interview, I'm gonna kick Hammer's ass. Everyone thinks Hammer has better skills than I do, but I'm gonna show. I'm one of the people. I think Hammer has better skills, better leg, better ring usage, better jab. I think now she doesn't hit as hard, but as we're seeing, maybe Claressa Shields don't hit as hard as we give her credit for. Like I said, they kept restating that out of the 4 fights she's dominated, now 5 fights, completely domination of all 5 fights, not one knockdown. So maybe just that speed and the thick girl doesn't have the power. Now we'll see when she goes down to 160. Will she have the power? Will she be a little quicker, a little more natural power move? But it's, as a big fan of Claressa Shields, I take the small positives out of it. It's good to see a body attack. It's finally a body attack. I like the body feints. I wish she'd do a little more feint with her hands, but the body feints were good. Because she got to the point like in round 4 where she just said, like, you know what? You know, feint, like, I'm just gonna go for it. She started throwing off some punches, and then she just stopped again, like, oh, okay, this is gonna be the flurries, and then it just round 5 went back to the slow pace. You can see Claressa Shields fights with her mouth open. I don't know if it's just too relaxed or she gets a little winded, but she throws hard all the time, and that's, I always said, is one of her problems, because she throws so hard all the time she leaves herself open instead of just throwing some softballs or setups or some trap punches to get people to bite. It's hard to set people up when you're throwing so hard you can't bring another setup punch behind it. And that's what her corner was trying to tell her, like, ease up. You ain't got to throw this hard. Just pepper some combinations, get her to do something, and then counter what she's doing. Just set her up. And Clarissa Shields would not set her. And the corner's like, don't say yeah and don't do it. Listen, go out there and do it. I don't want to hear yeah and you're not doing it. Which I like the corner, because you can tell the corner has so much love for Clarissa Shields. And you can see they're disappointed in the words. Watch the fight. If you did not notice, watch the fight at the very end. Fight's over. And when Clarissa Shields goes to the corner and, they're like taking off her gloves, watch that head trainer's face. I don't know his name, but the dude with the glasses. As Clarissa Shields sitting there, he's taking off her glove, and you can just see his brows are like he's disappointed. He's trying to be in the moment. You beat Tori Nelson, congratulations, but you can see he's like checking off, like, dude, like he knows that's not what they needed from Clarissa Shields. He knows. And in the interview, the pre-interview they had before the fight with Hammer, they're like, what makes you think you're going to beat Clarissa Shields? She's like, well, I'm 22 and all. I used the whole ring. I used the ring better than her. I have a longer reach, and I have better jabs, and I have better skills. I'm a better technician. And right now, I agree with her. Right now, if the fight was to happen tomorrow, I'm leaning with Hammer to beat Clarissa Shields. I think she had used the ring, unless it's boxing and Clarissa Shields gets a little stronger at 160. But it's showing right now, Clarissa Shields ain't really cracking no eggs. She ain't cracking nothing. She gets a few shots. She wobbled Tori, like, I think once, maybe twice in the fight, but it wasn't like, oh, okay, this is it. It was just a little, okay, a hit, But right now, if that fight was to happen tomorrow, I'm going, and it hurts me to say that, because I want Clarissa Shields to beat the shit out of. I want her to beat the shit out of Hammer. Like I said, I want this USA woman, like I said, to pick up women's USA boxing. So, but that's why I said women boxing in the USA hurts really bad. All around the world, women's boxing is on point. It is good. It sells out. It's you got Jessica Bopp. You got Cecilia Brækhus. You got Katie Taylor. Natasha Jonas, and gosh darn it, why can't I think of my other girl's name? The one with Wigan. I keep forgetting her name. Chantel. You got Chantel. You got the little Chinese middleweight champion Zheng Zhou Chai. You just got female boxing all over the world that is good, and I'm thinking, okay, Clarissa Shields, you could be our answer to get women's USA boxing on the map. So I push for her hard for that reason. But with this performance, like I said, the commentators were saying, oh, she showed improvement. Like I said, it's her 5th fight. I got to step back. It's her 5th fight. But, when you have 2 belts and you talk the talk that Clarissa Shields does, you buy into it. As a fan, you buy into it. Just like Keith kept saying one time, then he stopped getting 1 times. Fans were like, hey, man, you haven't been 1 time in a long time. Clarissa Shields talking that talk, but she's not accurate. Her punches are losing the accuracy. She throws too hard. She needs to set it up, man. It's like I said, overall, she won, and that's the important thing. Congratulations, Clarissa Shields. I'm proud. You know, our Women's USA, a female highlight, is still on the map. You know, her name is still uh, golden. You know, it's still getting attention. But just as a performance, as someone who really wants to see Clarissa Shields shine, it wasn't a good performance. Not at all. Not at all. Tori Nelson gave her so many opportunities to land some good stuff. You know, I said when Clarissa Shields back against the ropes, Tori Nelson was just sitting there head in front of her, you know, trying to muscle her. And she could have got uppercut up the middle numerous times. She, you know, she never really worked behind that triple over jab. It didn't come with it. She just kept throwing power punches, and like I said, and that's what Shields always does. She throws power punches all day. She needs setup. It needs work. I want to see her get one more fight at one. When she drops down to 160, I want to see her get a fight before she fights Hammer. Cause right now I don't. She's a ballsy warrior. She's a I always say, you know, guys always say, you know, fight balls to the wall. You know, I don't know, if the guys fight with brass balls tonight, I want to see Clarissa fight with fucking brass breasts. You know, I want to see her go. You know, but with accuracy, man. I want to see her. I want to see her hurt people. You know, hurt challengers, not just opponents. You know, and I don't see right now how this Clarissa Shields is gonna track down Hammer and beat her, unless Hammer has supposedly Amir Khan chin that we don't know about. But it's a Hammer. As of right now, I think Hammer would just dance around the ring, pop shot her, and win on some points. It ain't gonna be pretty. It ain't gonna be fancy, but I think Hammer will get the job done. And I don't like saying that. You know, I want Clarissa Shields. I drop down to 160 and start working on some setup game, please. Work on some setup game, because tonight you let a golden opportunity shine. You had a 41-year-old who was there for the beating, and in this whole fight, I can't even recall a 1-2 that I can't even recall back-to-back punches. I can't, or even a 10-second span where Clarissa Shields really dominated. I can't even recall a 6-second span when Clarissa Shields really dominated. If anything, once in a while, it was just a one punch at a time that landed. So a win's a win. 10 rounds. Mark it as a learning experience. Find the positive in all the negative, and just drop down to 160 and work on your ring generalship, because Hammer's gonna challenge you. And you look, like I said, Clarissa Shields walks people down pretty well. I give her credit for that. She has pretty good pressure, and she'll pressure people. But when she pressures, her accuracy drops. I want to see her pressure like Triple G. Pressure people with accuracy. Lomachenko, he'll pressure you and have some accuracy. Lomachenko peppers you until he's ready to drop a bomb on you. Boom. I want to see Clarissa Shields pepper people, set some shots up, then bow. You know, do some counters. Expand her arsenal instead of just a 1-2. Like I said, she did the body game, the body hooks. It would have been good to see a body jab, an uppercut. You know, just all she's doing is wide body hooks. But they were doing good. I wish she would have done more of them. I think she would have did some damage on Tori Nelson. But that is that. Clarissa Shields defeats Tori Nelson in a shutout, because it was as Tori Nelson dropped a goose egg. She didn't do nothing. Like I said, I don't even think she even hit Clarissa Shields 5 times to make you talk about. That's why I haven't talked about nothing but negative about Tori Nelson. First 4 rounds, she was just sitting there, shaking her head. Ain't nothing happening. You know, she's sitting there. She got women's strength. All her other fighters, she's going after. She's going after her fighters. She didn't go after Clarissa Shields. You know, they each gave to each other too much respect. Like I said, just I hope at 160 that 8-pound the lightness of 8 pounds makes her a little more stronger, so the punches are have a little more oomph behind them. And I just hope she picks up on her accuracy and really in an uppercut. Please, Clarissa Shields, pick up an uppercut. Man, your jabs are nice. If she learns how to fight at different speeds, she needs to. My criticism of Clarissa Shields is she needs to fight at more than one speed. You know, use some setup punches, throw an uppercut, and get ready to work on your footwork a little better, because Hammer is going to make you move. And you seem to get a little, not tired, but your energy level dips a little bit, because when you throw a flurry, you have a lot of breaks. So, like I said, the corner gave her all the right advice to me. The corner was telling her on point directions. It just, to me, Clarissa Shields was not delivering her instructions. So the corner gets kudos. Like I said, go watch the end of that fight. UFC homeboy, he was proud of Clarissa because she got the W. But he knows, as a trainer and a coach and her head honcho in the corner, his fighter did not do what they did in the gym, and she did not do what they were talking about in the corner. He said, don't tell me yeah, and then go out there and not do it. She told him yeah, and went out there and didn't do it. So, that being said, the post-fight recap, Clarissa Shields easily dominates Tori Nelson, retains her WBC, her IBF super middleweight championships. Let's see if she improves. Let's see if she's a different Clarissa Shields at 160. This is RRT Boxing Show. I am your host, Mr. A. Ready, talk boxing. That we just did. Please tune in to the next show. Thank you for your support. I appreciate everyone who watches. If you're a new viewer, please become a new subscriber and help the show grow. Share the videos. Send them to your friends. Send them to your coworkers, or whoever you know who likes boxing. Be like, hey, this guy is cool. I like his channel. He talks about all types of boxing. And please leave a thumbs up. Put the thumbs up. Help the show get noticed. Help every segment get noticed. You know, I got a slow growing show here, but it's doing good. Thank you for all your support. Mr. A appreciates everything. Thank you, guys.